So, this month of August marks Mercedes Varnado's 13th year in professional wrestling, and honestly, what an insanely phenomenal wild ride has it been. So, in line with her 13th year wrestling anniversary, which by the way, I love you, girl, you are the reason why I do this, I decided to share with you guys four of my personal favorite Sasha Banks slash Mercedes Moné moments in wrestling. So, without further ado, in no particular order, let's jump right in to moment number one. Sasha Banks and Bayley main event NXT Takeover Brooklyn. So, fun fact for everyone, this match actually turned 8 years old just a couple of days ago. So, that's pretty insane to think about. And this match in particular has been regarded as one of, if not the greatest women's match in the United States and in the history of WWE. And understandably so, like, this was insane. And there's a countless list of wrestlers who claim to have been inspired to pursue professional wrestling because this match happened. And that list includes the likes of Indy Hartwell, Dr. Britt Baker DMD, and so on and so forth. Like, it was just that influential. And who could ever forget Sasha's iconic entrance with a bodyguard surrounding her SUV, her coming out with a title, and her blue, red, and white gear? It was just perfect. And storyline-wise, you have the perfect underdog babyface in Bayley during her whole hugger era in NXT, going up against a monster heel like Sasha Banks. And on top of the storytelling, who could ever forget the insane wrestling that we got? Like, who remembers Sasha's top rope dive to the outside where she jumped over the referee? We also got to see Bayley deliver a poison rana from the top rope to secure the win for the championship. Everyone cried in this match, and that's okay. It was an extremely emotional night, and we got to see the four horsewomen in the ring. And because of that, I feel like the standard of women's wrestling in WWE and the entirety of the United States just stepped a level upwards because of how insanely revolutionary and influential this match was. Moment number two. Sasha Banks makes her WrestleMania debut entrance at WrestleMania 32. So, if you guys are crew, such as myself, you know that our girl Sasha never disappointed with her entrances. Like, she does not play, especially when it comes to big fight feels. So when she debuted at WrestleMania 32, she made sure to make noise when she brought out her cousin Snoop Dogg to rap for her WrestleMania entrance. And on top of the rapping, it was just an insane sight to see with the Eddie Guerrero tribute gear. And on top of that, we also got to see the pink confetti just pop out everywhere mid-entrance. And it was the first of many iconic WrestleMania entrances for Sasha, but this one is a personal favorite just because of how historic it was. You know, the Divas Championship was being retired in this match, and the Women's Championship was being reintroduced. So y'all know Sasha had her mind set on winning that championship. And while the match itself was absolutely phenomenal, I just think, with all due respect to Miss Flair, because I do love myself from Charlotte, I feel like the wrong woman won. But regardless, the match was amazing, absolutely historic, and it was one of the best WrestleMania women's matches in history. Moment number three. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair main event WrestleMania 37. Alright, so I'm gonna need you guys to hear me out because I have quite an unpopular opinion on this. I personally like this match a little better than Bayley versus Sasha at Takeover Brooklyn. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know, it just got to me at how historic this moment was. So before we do get to the match, I understand that the storyline build wasn't the best. I mean, the two girls were fighting over Reginald. What the hell was that about? Despite that, it was just too historic to be ignored. This was the first time two black women main evented WrestleMania, and in my opinion, this is my personal favorite WrestleMania match of all time, and the better women's WrestleMania main event between the two. I mean, from the moment the bell rang, everyone in the audience just stood up, gave Sasha and Bianca an insane ovation, a standing ovation, gave them an applause, and Sasha and Bianca were on the verge of literally crying 5 minutes into the match. And what we also have to consider is that this is their first singles match together in the main event of WrestleMania. They had one shot at this, and they absolutely killed it. Their chemistry was insane, and the mix between Sasha's technical wrestling and high-flying maneuvers were a good mix with Bianca's powerhouse gymnastics. So this match truly helped Bianca build herself up as one of the top stars, but at the same time, I could not stop myself from being emotional just seeing how much this meant for Sasha as well. And this match itself proved that Sasha and Bianca deserved the main event spot over the original plan of Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley. And that's no shade to Drew and Bobby, like they're amazing athletes in their own right, but this match, I don't know what I'm doing with this finger, but that's what this match was. That was it. All right, that was history in the making. What if I said this was Sasha Banks' magnum opus so far? Like, what if I said this was her best match out of her 13 years in wrestling? I don't know. Feel free to agree, disagree. Let me know down in the comment section below. But lastly, that brings us to moment number 4. Mercedes Moné debuts at New Japan Pro Wrestling WrestleKingdom 17. So we all know what happened after WrestleMania 38. The tag titles weren't being treated well, and because of that, Mercedes and Trinity decided to take their bag, walk out of WWE, and explore other options. So the whole thing with this whole shenanigans was nobody knew where Sasha was going, but if you're a real crew like me, you know what Sasha's priorities were. And I don't know if other people have seen this, but she did an interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin on his podcast, and she stated that she originally wanted, and her top priority was to wrestle in Japan. It just so happened that WWE gave her the phone call first. So the moment I knew that she left WWE, I knew she was going to Japan to wrestle. And that's exactly what happened. So on January 4th, Mercedes Moné debuted at WrestleKingdom 17, New Japan's top show of the year. And I jumped when she came out after Kairi versus Tam Nakano. It was an insane moment just seeing her out there with her new gear, her new look, her new name, her new move, new wig, everything. It was like she was a completely new person. You know, this was her way of reintroducing herself, no longer as Sasha Banks, but rather as the CEO of the Japanese women's wrestling scene. And we all know what happened since then. This pretty much kickstarted Mercedes' Japanese wrestling career in New Japan and Stardom. And since then, we've just had bangers after bangers after bangers. You know, we got Mercedes versus Kairi, New Japan Battle in the Valley, Mercedes versus Izumi versus Hazuki, New Japan Soccer Genesis, and one of my dream matches, Mercedes Moné versus Mayu Iwatani at All-Star Grand Queendom. And I feel like there's just so much more dream matches we could have, so I hope Mercedes gets well soon. Honey, if you need an ankle, let me know. I'm willing to donate. Alright, just let me know. And I've already stated my dream matches for Mercedes in my other video, so be sure to check that out. But hopefully she does get back in the ring soon because we have work to do. We have work to do, Miss Mercedes, and I hope we get to do this soon. But with that being said, that wraps up 4 of my personal favorite Sasha Banks / Mercedes Moné moments in her wrestling career. And I want to take this time to say that I just love Mercedes so much. If you know me, Mercedes Moné is #1 in this household. Alright, and I just look forward to what else she has in store. You know, in her 13 years as an active in-ring competitor, she's been killing it. And I feel like the only way to go is up. So, hopefully more years to come. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. Please do let me know down in the comment section below what are some of your personal favorite Sasha Banks / Mercedes Moné moments in her wrestling career. And if you did enjoy this video, please do consider giving it a like and a subscribe on my channel, as it really does help me grow my content. So thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!